And so we'll go into overview of marketing concepts. You see that tunnel? It tells you about how large your universe is when you're starting. But the discipline is to be able to narrow down, It's like a funnel. You narrow it down to exactly what people need. When you pinpoint that, you go for it. And you provide it, and people come after you. And so therefore you get benefits for whatever it is you have decided you want to do. And so talking about the production orientation, it's about an era where all the makers were just about was, what do we produce? How do we maximize factory capacity? How do we just do the best to make sure we're churning out? And I give you an example there. You can have any car you want as long as it's a black Ford. It's that any car. You couldn't have red. You couldn't have green. That was the Ford of that era. They were doing all black Ford, and the advertising went, you can have any car you want as long as it's a black Ford. So in short, the consumer did not have a choice, right? And all they were just about was, let's churn it in. One process from the beginning to the end is fantastic. You'll be getting out the black Ford out in the hundreds. And they were, so to speak, satisfying the market until other people came up and started giving people options. Hey, don't you think you could have a white car if you wanted to? And people say, oh, why not? Or a red car, or blue, or yellow, or orange. And then things started to change. And those who ran those companies either had to wake up, or in fact they suffered for it until they woke up. Let's go on. Product orientation. That's the management effort that it's about producing the highest quality products. Even in this time and age, if you look at it, a lot of companies who practice TQM and all those high quality processes, they're just so, it becomes a paradigm. Quality is good, but a lot of times you forget to go back and ask, is this quality still what you're asking us for? So Japanese models, it must be JIT, everything is coming straight from Japan, one line circled into the factory, and then it goes out through another line. That is it, the highest quality. But when something changes in the value chain, what happens? Toyota starts to do a lot of recalls, things that never used to happen to them, because things change. But once you have just one line, one paradigm, and say this is the way it's going, there could be issues. So it's just saying that for everything you are involved in, every minute, sit down, reevaluate, check, reanalyze. Sales orientation, it's not very rampant here because our people, they say that Nigerians are good salespeople. No, not yet. You need to go into those other advanced markets. Almost every day somebody is calling you on the phone. You are seeing all sorts of email, e-letters, drop letters into your box, advertising and selling one thing or the other to you. Insurance. A lot of us don't have life or whatever insurance. Apart from the fact that it's almost really mandatory in the advanced countries, they would never let you rest. You would buy something because every minute, a cousin still said to me, he said, Buki, guess what? I'm going to Spain on holiday. And I said, wow, you didn't tell me. Maybe I will have arranged for Spain as well. He said, no, you don't understand. That somebody just called him and he was almost like dropping the phone that, oh God, all these salesmen have come again. And the guy just said, no, Mr. Ayo, you need to listen to me. You can't drop this deal. I have a deal for you. 7 days, all full hotel, holiday and everything, all sorts of facilities, and it's just for £99. He said, what, did you say something? Okay, hold on, I think I can take on this discussion. And he went on and they talked and he paid and he's going to Spain on holiday. I'm just trying to tell you that, I'm sure nobody offered us any holiday on telephone. We have to go looking. We're the ones trying to scout for the best. But that is what sales is all about, and that is hard sales. It's just saying to people that I know you would not want to buy, so I need to go after you, I need to pursue you, but really that's not it. It's not really supposed to be like that. Yes, that helps, but look, when we provide what people need, do you need anybody to come and advertise to you that you need to eat breakfast? No, you will eat breakfast. So whatever it is that people eat for breakfast, if you are providing that, you are certainly sure that people will buy it from you. But when you're selling something that, okay, maybe you're in this area and you want to open a shop there and you'll be selling, what's so luxury? Okay, you open a shop that is selling cars and it's not like Bentley, like Rolls Royce. Can it happen? I mean, it's unimaginable. Wrong market, wrong location, wrong audience. It's not because they don't even have money, but they don't even want anybody around here to know that they can afford such, so they won't even buy it and put it there. So that's the kind of thing we're talking about. You need to know what exactly you're going for. And then the marketing orientation, which is what we are here about today, it's centered around the customers. Everybody says it, oh, the customer is a king. The customer is the reason why we're here. Do we really actually do that? Do we understand this philosophy? That's why we say the process starts from investigation. I need to come to these customers and say, customer, in a few years' time, what would you like to be wearing? And honestly, the customer may not know. And so that's where innovation comes in. The marketer must be an innovator. You need to be able to say to yourself, A, Apple did not go to ask anyone if they needed iPad in 2 years' time. At that time, it was just a matter of, there must be a way we must make our lives easier. I mean, remember the IBM? We were coming from the mainframes, the large mainframes, till it became the desktop, smaller. And even at that, the struggle IBM had to move from those mainframes, all the others, Microsoft and others who were suppliers to them, had taken on the idea and they had moved on. And they had to start playing the catch-up game. That's the same thing. Sometimes your investigation is not so much of direct as in you need to get that information. You just need to be innovative and you trust your guts and saying, do you know what? I envisage that Lagos in 3 years' time would have had good successive government and they would have changed the roads. The roads would be really so nice. And we're going to be needing proper, you see, as they're doing all those vegetation along the road. So you want to tell the government, please, I'm going to be responsible for all the litter bins that are across the whole nation. I'll be responsible for ensuring that I tie into Loma and I move it out. And I say, you sell that to the government, and they say, that's true. I think it's something we can work towards. And they bring you in. By the time you are doing it across the whole of Lagos, you are minting money, and people will be wondering, oh, I think their brother is the governor. But that's not really it. It was just about ideas. So ideas rule the world.